This is the book I was talking to you about. It is MEEZAAN fi LEEMIL QUR'AN. It's a book which is written by Sheikh Khalilur Rahman Madani, Hafidahullah, and it is written for us to learn Arabic language with ease. The uniqueness of this book is that it is a book to learn Arabic language while you have the columns in English as well as in Urdu. So a person who knows Urdu can just read the translation of that Urdu word and understand the Arabic language. Or if a person knows English as a language, he has to just follow the column in the English and translation will be available for him in the Arabic language. So both Urdu and English are translated in parallel columns. So I'm going to be showing you some of the verbs here as to how they are going to start. Fashila, fashila, wo nakam hua. You can read it in Urdu. Fashila means wo nakam hua. In English, we want to read he lost or he flopped. Then you go to the next word, amila. Amila means usne kaam kiya. Usne kaam kiya. And if I have to say it in English, he worked. So if I know either of the two languages, either English or Urdu, you will understand Arabic easily, inshallah. To start with, you will learn the Arabic alphabets and then you will learn the diacritical marks, which is called as ejam. And you call it as nukta, you know, the dots and everything, and harakat. And then you will learn the tashkil, like the fatha, dhamma, kasra. You know, all of these things which are involving the Arabic phonetics, you will learn that. But the uniqueness of this book is that after a few pages, you will get into learning verbs. You will start learning the verbs and the meanings of those verbs. Nearly about thousands of verbs are being translated for us to understand this book. As the book suggests, Ziyaul Meezaan. Ziyaul Meezaan means light of balance. Fi ta'limil Qur'an, in the teaching of the Qur'an. So you are going to understand the Qur'an by understanding this language of Arabic, the classical Arabic. You have the book coming in 8 volumes. The first book is released for now. And in the first book, you will be introduced towards the verbs and the meanings of the words. So thereby you will start learning the vocabulary. And as you start progressing, the second volume, you will come across a lot of sentences which are being framed by using the words which are already been introduced to you in the first volume. So it is going to be a progressive way of learning the language by starting with the words, and then you will learn the sentences, then essays and so on. So you have to grab this book. You can't delay. If you are a serious student of Arabic language, as you start reading so many books, then this book also should be in your library. It should be at your home. Now, another very important point. We are not talking about grammar as intensive grammar work in this book initially. Of course, grammar is going to be dealt over the period of time. The Sheikh is going to take it in a very progressive way, one after another. Grammar is going to be taught, but initially it is not going to be starting with the grammar. It is going to be starting with the words, so that the initial readers don't feel it too cumbersome, they don't find it too heavy on them. Like for instance, for those who are going to study in madrasas, generally the progressive method there would be by understanding the sarf, the morphology, the mazi, muzare and amr. Like for instance, fa'ala, fa'ala, fa'alu, fa'alat, fa'alata, fa'alna, fa'alta, fa'altuma, fa'altum, fa'alti, fa'altuma, fa'altunna, fa'altu, fa'alna. So this is what you learn in Madi. Then Mudari, yaf'alu, yaf'alani, yaf'aluna, taf'alu, taf'alani, yaf'alna, taf'alu, taf'alani, taf'aluna, taf'alina, taf'alani, taf'alna, af'alu, naf'alu. All of these things we have learned. Then in Amr you would have learned, if'al, if'ala, if'alu, if'ali, if'ala, if'alna. All of these things. All of these things are covered here, not in this format initially. You will be introduced to all of these things, but in a progressive way. And later on, the Sheikh would sum up everything so that you understand even the entire surf also, inshallah ta'ala. So the 8 volumes, which is going to be more or less about 2000 pages, each volume in about 200 plus pages, you're going to benefit, inshallah ta'ala. So approximately each volume is going to be about 200 pages or less or more, and the total number of pages would be around 2000 pages. You're going to benefit, inshallah ta'ala. So I would recommend all of you to take a copy of this book, and I must congratulate the scholars who have supported this work, especially Sheikh Khalilur Rahman Madani Hafidahullah was worked elaborately, mashallah ta'ala. And then Sheikh Abu Su'aid Abdul Razik Saudagar Naziri, mashallah ta'ala, even he has contributed greatly for this book. So one of the scholars who has written a foreword to this book is Sheikh Hafizur Rahman Azmi Umari. He is the principal of Jamia Darussalam Umrabad in Tamil Nadu, mashallah ta'ala. He happens to be the teachers, one of the teachers of Sheikh Khalilur Rahman Madani. He has really lavishly suggested that this book is worth reading for any person who is a beginner or a person who is also a scholar to benefit from the verbs and the translation. There are other scholars who have also recommended. One of the scholars is Sheikh Mufti Iftikhar Qasmi, one of the great scholars in Karnataka, mashallah ta'ala. He has also written a foreword. As a student of knowledge and as a student of Sheikh Khalilur Rahman Madani, Hafizahullah, alhamdulillah, even I am given the privilege to write a foreword about this book, alhamdulillah. I have also written about this book in my own way as to how I understood this book and how I benefited from this book, mashallah ta'ala. So I would suggest you all to go through this book and benefit largely, inshallah.
Book a copy of the book now. 300 rupees per book. Packing and courier charges extra. Call or WhatsApp 9620020189. Or book online, 8angels.in/books. Customer care, 6362838067.
Take a copy of ZIA MEEZAAN fi Ta'leem al-Quran now.